Homer gained weight until he hit 300 pounds just to work from home. His bed couldn't handle his weight and collapsed straight down. The next day, Mr. Burns had the remote work terminal delivered to Homer's house. To make working more convenient, Homer went to a plus-size store and bought a set of clothes that fit him properly. At first, Homer sat in front of the computer and worked seriously, but after just a few days, he moved to the couch to watch TV instead. He even used a woodpecker to do his work for him, but Homer didn't notice that the woodpecker had stopped working a long time ago. This eventually led to a major accident. Homer tried to call his coworkers to tell them what happened, but his fingers were too fat to type the correct phone number. He had no choice but to head to the factory himself. As soon as Homer got in his car, all the tires went flat. His skateboard broke when he stepped on it too. Homer had to stand by the road and hail a taxi. Finally, a car pulled over, but the driver was scared off by Homer's state. When Homer saw an ice cream truck, he got in and pushed the driver out. Homer finally drove the truck to the nuclear power plant. The ice cream truck attracted a crowd. So many people climbed onto it that it tipped over. Homer climbed up a ladder. He was just about to reach the switch when the ladder broke in the end. Nuclear waste started spraying out, but it stopped after a moment because Homer's body had plugged up the pipe opening. Mr. Burns gave Homer a medal for his heroic act.
Is there anything else I can do for you? Please don't hesitate to ask.
Mr. Burns, can you make me thin again?
I can indeed. One.
The director of Radioactive Man decided to cast the role of Fall Out Boy right here in Springfield. Bart actually stretched his body using a cat and a dog all just to meet the height requirement. Because during his first audition, the directors were completely impressed by his amazing acting skills.
Watch out, Radioactive Man!
Congratulations, Bart Simpson. You're our new Fall Out Boy. That's what I'd be saying to you if you went an inch too short. Next.
So Bart had to use a special method to grow taller in a short amount of time. The next morning, as soon as he woke up, Bart couldn't wait to measure his height, but he'd only grown half an inch. Bart put on elevator shoes and went to see the director again.
We found our new Fall Out Boy. And he's right over there.
Milhouse got the role of Fall Out Boy and became the center of everyone's attention. That's when Bart realized being 1 centimeter too short was just an excuse the director used to reject him. With Lisa's encouragement, Bart decided to become Milhouse's agent, but Milhouse suddenly blew up. His head fell right into Bart's hands. Thankfully, it was just a dummy. The real Milhouse was fine. Then a car crashed straight into Milhouse. Bart rushed over to check on him, only to find out that was Milhouse's stunt double too. Bart was jealous of Milhouse's new life, but Milhouse thought his life had become meaningless because he had to say the same lines and do the same actions every single day. The next day, they were filming the movie's key scene. Milhouse was supposed to rescue Radioactive Man at the critical moment, when everything on set was ready and filming was about to start. Milhouse never showed up. The entire set and all the preparations were ruined. Because of Milhouse's disappearance, the movie's release was put on hold. Homer had just finalized the best route to deliver the wine, when he looked up and the wine had vanished into thin air. A woman was holding the $1 million wine, planning to use it to christen a ship. Homer rushed over, but he got hit in the stomach. The wine bottle rolled onto the wedding venue. Just as the groom was about to step on the wine bottle, Homer pounced over. The wine then slid along the carpet and fell onto a table in the basement, where it became a prop for a game. The bottle pointed to Kirk, and Homer gave him a kiss as a reward. As soon as they stepped outside, Homer tripped over a rock. The wine bottle stood upright on a fence and was used as a target. Luckily, Homer stepped in front of the bottle just in time, so he became the target instead. To keep the wine out of further danger, Homer locked it in a safe in the basement. That night, Homer called it the most delicious dinner he'd ever had. Marge said it was no different from their usual meals. It just had a little extra wine added. Homer hurried down to the basement to check on the wine, but even though the safe was still locked, there was already a big hole in it. Homer fell apart instantly. He told Marge the wine was worth $1 million. When Smithers came to pick up the wine, Homer asked Smithers to try the stew first. Smithers immediately tasted the wine in it. The thought of Mr. Burns possibly killing them over this made them panic, so they decided to make a fake bottle of wine. They went to the professor for help. Using the only remaining drop of the original wine, the professor quickly replicated a finished product. Smithers tasted it and found the flavor was exactly the same. At the party, even when several wine tasting experts tried it, no one suspected that the wine was fake.